Sunday. First game Sunday, CBS, Steelers, Bills, number 2 seed versus number 7 seed. Who you got in this one? We're playing in Buffalo.
Oh, I think I talked about it a little bit on the podcast on the last episode.
I think Mike Tom.
I don't think it's going to be a very good game. Bills are just going to kill them.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's much more to go on this. I mean, like TJ Watt's not playing, and once I learned that TJ Watt wasn't going to play, I just kind of lost faith in what the Steelers can do. I don't think Mason Rudolph's that amazing of a quarterback. And the fact he's going to have to go against this Bills defense. Now, honestly, the Bills defense shut down Tua. Not saying Tua is amazing, but Tua is better than Mason Rudolph. The Bills defense has shut down a numerous amount of good quarterbacks in this 5-game win streak. I just look to continue it. James Cook might do it all himself again. Might be one of those Cowboy games again. Don't know that for sure, but that's just kind of like one of those gut feelings you're feeling on it. But yeah, don't even think Steelers have much of a shot. That's just my gut feeling on it.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think the Steelers. I mean, you look at the spread +10. You never want to see that if that's your team. Yeah, I don't think it's much of a chance the Steelers can win unless Josh Allen maybe gets hurt. But I don't foresee that happening. They're probably just going to be really conservative and just attack the defensive front for the Steelers. They got a bunch of replacement guys in. They say they have depth at the D-line, but, I mean, when you got Josh Allen and James Cook just beating the hell out of you every play, I don't think there's only but so much you can take, especially if it's going to be cold. Both teams are used to the cold, but, I mean, cold is cold, man. You don't want to be playing in no below freezing temperatures. That shit sucks. So we both
makes every hit feel worse.
100%. So we both got the Bills in this one. The 4:30 game. We got them boys versus the Green Bay Packers. We in Jerry World. Weather won't be a problem here. All right. The 2 versus 7 seed in the NFC. Who do we got in this one?
Well, quite honestly with you, I look at that spread and I look at that total at 50. It started at 48. I like that over because I feel like the only way Green Bay can win this game is if they put up points and try to outrace them, which I don't think they will. I don't think that's going to be a thing. But I mean, the Packers let Carolina's offense that's horrible that scored 0 points in the last 2 games. I think I don't remember what we put up on them, but we put up almost 30 on them. So, the Green Bay Packers, everyone knows that their defense has been horrendous to finish off the season. It has not been good in the slightest. Their offense has been pretty good. Jordan Love had a Oh, and then it's back. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I mean, outside of that, I mean, Green Bay, they had stretches this season where they were really good. They had stretches within the season where they're really bad. I think they're on a stretch now where their offense is really good, but I think their Achilles heel will be their defense. And I just, Cowboys at home, it just feels like, especially against like a team like the Cowboys against Green Bay, there's not much fear. The Cowboys should be fearing. So I'm just going to go Cowboys, but I don't know about that Cowboys spread, but I definitely like that over.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think Green Bay, I mean, they have a chance, but I think it's a slim one. I think Cowboys should win this one. They're at home. They're undefeated at home this year, so I don't foresee that happening or changing in any capacity. It definitely will be a shootout, I believe. 50.5 is very reasonable, I think. That's what each team's scoring 25. I think that's very reasonable. I think the Cowboys can easily put up 5 touchdowns on the Green Bay Packers defense. That has not been good as of late, like you said. So both of us have the Cowboys in this one. Move on to the Sunday night game. Rams-Lions. This is an interesting one. Matthew Stafford is making his way back to Detroit. And Jared Goff is going against his old team. So this is, the 2 teams that made that trade a couple years ago. They meet in the playoffs. So a lot of a lot of hype, a lot of they're trying to start like fake beef on this game, but I mean they're not really beefing. So who do we got in this one?
Oh, they're not beefing. I think two things happen here. I think Matthew Stafford fulfills his promise to the Lions that he would get them a win eventually one day in Ford Field. I just think he'll be on the losing aspect of it. Honestly, what I believe will happen here is I don't want to be like that guy that's like, oh, it's scripted. But I just feel like there's a little bit of a NFL scripture happening here. Oh. And we're going to see 2 0-16 teams before both win the first round of the playoffs this season. And I think if the Lions win this, I think the biggest reason they're setting it up for them to win, or why I think it might be on their favor to win, is it's going to be the 2-point conversion revenge game. It's going to be the revenge game of that. So it's going to be like the Lions. And honestly, if I'm the Cowboys, you absolutely do not want to see the Lions win this one, because a young, fiery team like that, that pretty much got screwed out of a win against you, because the people like replayed it so many times, and it is clear as day that the guy literally went and talked to the ref about being eligible. I mean, it is clear as day evidence that he went up to him and said, "I'm eligible." And the ref just didn't listen, or the ref listened and made sure the Cowboys won. So that's good. It's going to be a revenge game. Honestly, just give it to me. Give me the Lions to pull this one out. Stafford to keep up his end of the bargain that he once promised those fans so long ago. And give me the Lions to advance. And honestly, I believe there's a team that can beat the Cowboys besides the 49ers. It is the Lions, because they pretty much were going to win that first game. Just some tomfoolery by the refs made it sure that they couldn't win.
Okay, I see. I think this is where we differ. I called it last episode. I said the Rams are going to win this one. I'm gonna stick with my bold prediction here. I'm just go ahead and take that money line. It's looking pretty nice. I definitely think it's going to be a shootout. I don't think it's going to be much defense played in this one. The Lions got
half is weird.
Yeah, it's a weird score. The Lions got screwed over, but I think in this one the Rams are just so hot going into this game. I don't think they're going to cool off anytime soon. So I'm gonna take the Rams in this one. I think Stafford's gonna have a good game, even though it's away. He's played in Detroit for so many years. It's not really gonna affect him too much. We just gotta, I think if you're the Rams, you just gotta hope that AD and what's left of the defense can make some timely stops when you need it in the fourth quarter. The Lions gonna have to contain Puka and Cooper Kupp, so I don't see how they do that. And then on the flip side, I don't see how the Rams contain Amon-Ra St. Brown. And do we know if Laporta, is he going to play? Is he hurt?
Oh, I didn't even know if he was out or not.
Let's see. He is questionable. So,
questionable on playoff weekend means you're playing, man. That means you're playing.
Yeah, I guess he's probably going to try and play. We'll see how much he can move around. I think it was his knee, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was his knee. So he'll probably try and suit up. We'll see if he's 90%, 85, 80%. We'll see how.
I think the biggest way that the Lions win this game, and I think that it's going to be one of the. It's got to be, you got to use Jahmyr Gibbs. Honestly, watching the season, I drafted him and everything, but regardless of that, I just feel like they try to use David Montgomery way too much. And
that's my guy.
David Montgomery style of play. I guess it is a little bit like the way the Lions are, but when Jahmyr Gibbs gets in the game, there's just more energy. And it's just disappointing when they do play, and they almost never, they go through stretches of never using them, and it's just like the energy just gets sucked away. on drives when they just don't use them. So honestly, like maybe figure it out where you use like a 3-back set or something, you know, or not. A 2-back set or something. Like maybe get both of them in at the same time. You got to do something. Like that's just the end all be all. You got to do something in order to keep them in the game a little longer.
Yeah, I feel that. David Montgomery is my guy. Won me a handful of fantasy games this year, so I got nothing bad to say about him. So yeah, I'm gonna go Rams in this one. Lawrence has the Lions. On to the last game, Monday night. Hello there, and welcome to the MTL Sports Podcast. Thank you for watching this video clip of one of our most recent episodes. Please drop a like, drop a comment in the comment section below. And also, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and also hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with the most recent MTL Sports Podcast content. For those that don't know, we are also available on Spotify for those who listen audio only. Once again, thank you so much, and this is the MTL Sports Podcast. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry.